Okay, so I picked out a few more pieces.
All right, great.
All right, I need to know. So like,
This is one of my favorites.
I mean, how beautiful is this?
Yeah. This is an enormous William Henry Harrison campaign jug issued for the 1840 campaign. What's interesting about this piece, it was made by American Pottery Company in New Jersey. Most of the political china you see during the mid-19th century were exported from France and England. They were made overseas for export to the United States. This is one of the few pieces made in the United States of America.
But made why? Explain to me, like, I understand, like, this is a giant jug. Would somebody use this at home and say, Curtis, you'd like tea? I mean, what is it used for?
They could have, I think more of a display piece.
Okay.
This is the way they promoted their candidates.
Is this a marketing piece?
Absolutely.
So in the day, this was marketing.
Yes.
Somebody made this, and the point was, if you had this, and they could display it in a store, some place where it would be like you're endorsing your candidate.
Right. Whoever owned this was a supporter of William Henry Harrison. And what's interesting, this is a six-sided jug, and what's interesting about it, there's two varieties. They're both six-sided, but the one variety only has 4 images of Harrison. This one has 6. That's what makes this extra special. And again, only a handful made in beautiful condition. Usually these large, bulbous jugs have big cracks or loss. This one just has some minor edge roughness at the top, which is, in my opinion, inconsequential and should not dissuade anybody from bidding on it. It's just an amazing display piece.
And our poor president for 31 days?
Yeah, it didn't last very long.
So his jug did not produce the result he needed because he didn't last very long in office.
What did he get, pneumonia?
He got pneumonia 2 weeks into the presidency and died 31 days later. The rarest American presidential autograph.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So again, a really great, we call these three-dimensional pieces, and if you're a collector of mid-19th century presidential material, especially three-dimensional, this is a must-have. It really is.
So switching gears, my favorite president, Abraham Lincoln. So explain to me again what this was used for.
Again, this is White House china. This was the china that was used at the White House during the Lincoln administration. And this is a celery / asparagus dish. Very rarely do you see these types of pieces. More often than not, you see plates, you'll see cups, you'll see egg holders, but seeing a piece like this, I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but pretty close. We sold a larger version of this piece, somewhat similar in design. It realized $60,000 in our last auction. We've estimated this at 20 and already has a bid of 10,000, and we expect it to just go up exponentially.
So now, is Lincoln the most collected president again in this field too?
I would think so.
Okay.
His china is very highly coveted. You'll find beautiful china for Rutherford B. Hayes, for Theodore Roosevelt, but I think because it's Lincoln and he's an icon in this country. That's why one of the reasons his china is highly collectible. Plus, it's beautiful the way it's designed.
So would this have come some way through Mary Lincoln? How would this have come out of the White House?
People who worked there possibly would take it. Gifts from the president to people. Okay. I think that's how a lot of that china comes out of the White House with all presidents.
Sure. I just wonder with Mary's connection, him dying, getting out of there quickly, did she take things home?
She probably did.
She was a kleptomaniac.
Yeah, she was there are stories of her several years after the assassination selling her clothing on the streets of Chicago.
Well, there were famous letters he wrote telling her to stop shopping.
Yeah.
She was a compulsive shopper.
She was the Nancy Reagan of the 1860s.
She was the Nancy Reagan of the 1860s.
But it's a wonderful piece, and again, the plates come on the market with some frequency, and they sell in the $10,000 to $15,000 range. Sometimes they'll reach 20, but something like this, if you're a presidential White House china collector, this is, again, I hate to keep using the term must-have, but it's a must-have piece.
And that's the whole point of today. We're trying to show you things that we think are must-haves, things that we love in the department, things that we want to bring to life, and just share some of this interest, that we're seeing from our clients and just in general what we're learning about these items. So yeah, I mean, again, one of the favorite pieces that Curtis and I pulled out to share with you today.
Just one more little story about this. We got the consignor, a very nice woman from California, forgot she even had it. It was up in the closet behind a bunch of sheets and books, and she was doing some cleaning and found it and contacted us. And when she sent me the scans of it, she said, "I think this is Lincoln White House china." I almost fell over. Don Ackerman couldn't believe it. And we were very privileged that she consigned it to us.
Awesome.